Hello, beautiful people. Hello, welcome or welcome back to the channel. My name is Nisi, and this is Godfidence Hub, where we're living life through God's lens. On this channel, you can expect content about God, faith-based content, lifestyle, and motivation. You guys already know I'm out in nature. Duh. Yeah, whenever I'm in nature, I find inspiration. It's like whenever I'm in the house, my brain doesn't work. But when I'm out in nature, ideas come to me, things flow to me. On today's video, I wanted to talk about, really quickly, change. I know the other video I made the other day talking about how season change and things change, and I was sad about nature changing. And that's part of the plan. That's what's supposed to happen. Nature evolves, nature changes, and the birds and all the animals just adapt, right? And I was talking about this today after repeating today's affirmation. I give myself permission to evolve. A lot of times we're living in this society where we need permission for everything, right? And let me slow down. I don't want to rush this. But a lot of times we live in this world that we need permission to do everything, right? It starts off when we were kids in school. We need permission to use the bathroom. We need permission to eat at work. We need permission to take a phone call. We need permission. We're living in a world that requires us, or living in a system that try to force us, that try to beat us into submission, which is thinking like, your life belongs to them. For example, work. If you need to go off for a few days, you have to wait until your PTO is approved, right? So we're living in a world full of things and situations that require permission. And I don't know if you know this, but you have the permission. Some people need permission, but I'm giving it to you today. I know you're like, who is she to give me permission? But sometimes people want to hear it. I'm giving you permission to change. You're allowed to change. You don't have to be the same person you once were. You're allowed to grow. And I know a lot of times people are uncomfortable with that fact, that they expect you to be the same exact person you were when you were 25 years old. I remember talking to a friend one time, and she mentioned something. She said, hey, you want to do this? And I said, oh, I don't really have the capacity to do that anymore. And she was like, what do you mean? All through your 20s, when you were like 23, 24, 25, you used to love doing this thing. But now, I said, no. I said, honey, I'm in my mid-30s right now, honey. Miko, honey. I was like, I'm in my mid-30s now. I don't have the tolerance level to do what I once was able, or I was happy to do. So that's the thing about people. People expect you to be the same. They don't expect you to grow. And when you do grow, they call you bougie. Or look at her, new money. She thinks she's better now. No. And if they think you're better, guess what? You're better. When you know better and you do better, you are better. Hello. Okay? So I'm giving you permission today to change. If you want to change, you're allowed to change. If you don't want to live where you're currently living, you're not happy, you're allowed to move. If you're not happy with your routine in the morning, you're allowed to change that. If you're not happy with the relationship, you're allowed to leave. If you're not happy with the way you're serving God and you think you could do better, guess what? You can do better. Do better. You're allowed to change. If seasons change, why don't you come on, think about it. We have all these different seasons in nature. Don't you think the same happens with you? You're allowed to change. You don't have to be the same exact person you once was, like when you were a little kid or a teenager or your early 20s. Adapt. And guess what? When you change or you change your boundaries, people will adapt. People treat you how you allow them to treat you. They do. Because I remember I was dating a guy. I told him, like, hey, if you're ever going to come over, I don't want you wearing shoes in my apartment. He wore shoes in his apartment, but when he came to my apartment, I was like, listen, we don't wear outside shoes in my apartment because I don't want it getting dirty. I don't want you bringing that dirt. So people will adapt to your boundaries. People will adapt to what you want. People will treat you how you allow it. You are allowed to change, okay? So don't let nobody tell you that you have to live in your past. And people love to bring up your past. They love to bring it up. Remember you used to, I don't remember. I don't. Do you remember the time? No, I don't. I'm not Michael Jackson. I don't remember anything. At the end of the day, make sure that your life is pleasing God and is pleasing yourself. All right? So go out here, be great. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.